Is that going? G'day champions, I'm Doradon. You can just call me Don though if 3 syllables is too much for you. I'm a 3D technical artist hailing from dirty old New Zealand, and I've spent the last month or so figuring out how to make these fancy VRM rigs. I got some questions about what I'm getting up to, provided you have the time and compulsion to answer them. But before that, however, how about I slip into something a little more different rig? Hello, I'm a girl now. This is Mela. She has big dumb horns and a big ol' six-pack. It's called Peak Character Design, sweetie. Look it up. Before we get into the questions, why don't we take a closer look at what I've already got, which is Springbone Wiggly Bits. I can do breastises too. Hey wink. Fingies. To be used exclusively for fingy-related purposes under threat of me telling my mum and her beating you up. Accessory toggling. To become a prettier boy. Outer layer toggling. To become a nakeder boy. General purpose texture toggling, both tied to expressive blend shapes and on their own. Yeah, you like that fucking Velcro, don't you? These rigs have both iPhone tracking blend shapes and standard VRM blend shapes, which are derived from the iPhone tracking blend shapes, naturally. At this stage they have the default expressive blend shapes as well as a couple extra ones. That's obviously pretty bare, and I'm looking to slap a couple more in there. Now that we've gone over what's already there, let's start the interrogation. First question. Even if you're not in the market for a VRM rig, would you consider a rig that looks like this? Sucked in, dickhead, I'm a boy again. It's pretty clear from having a quick gank at what I've got going on here that my style doesn't exactly conform to the current meta. I'm not an anime cat boy and my style reflects that. That being said, I don't have anything against anime cat boys, I just wish you'd stop pissing on the carpet. I feel like that's not too much to ask. Having a wacky style is all very well and good, but if it doesn't sell, then it's worth about as much as a puddle of piss. Its selling is the whole point. I like money. Money. To put it real simple, I want to hear whether or not you consider a rig like this to be all goods. Hit me with as much detail as you want. I've read like 2.5 books before. I'm sure I can handle a bit of reading. Second question. What kind of price point would you expect for something like this? Greetings, I have more horns than before. Of course I've done my own research in this regard, but I thought it might be an idea to ask a broader audience as well. Last thing I want to do is overcharge for these things. I'd like to think I'm not that much of a rip-off artist. That being said, I also don't want to sell them for less than they're worth as well. I'm not about to pawn out my services for nothing, or do I look like some kind of dweebus? I'm planning to sell the first handful of these things for cheap. At this stage I'm just some guy who bought way too many program licenses and a shitty old second-hand iPhone that keeps overheating as I'm trying to make this video. I probably can't get away with charging big boy prices when I am but a wee potato. Third and final question, do you have any feedback whatsoever in regards to these rigs? Me boy wants moi. Sculpt, textures, blend shapes, rig, whatever you have even half a thought on, I want to hear about it. Feedback is the nourishment that feeds the creative mind, and my brain is hungry. Also, very important point, don't worry about me packing a little sad because you said you don't like something to do with my work. If all feedback was, oh yeah, nah mate, yeah, no, that's good, then there wouldn't be a shitload of improvement going on. And that's all the questions I've got for you. Do you like it, how much you reckon for it, and what could be better? I've done work for others before, both as a team member and a team leader, but never really solo commission work that wasn't just me making something for a mate. So if you have any advice in that regard, I'll snap that up too. Whatever feedback you can provide this dum-dum idiot brain is much appreciated. Thanks for watching my begging for feedback vaguely disguised as a video. If you have any questions, feedback, or just want to tell me I sound funny, then feel free to drop me a comment, send me a DM, whatever works for you, boss lord. And that's it. So I'll see you later, have a goodie, and I will fight you in real life. My dad is Channing Tatum. I was thinking of Mike Tyson, I don't know why I said Channing Tatum.